Glamour, Anastasia here. I'm back just to film another video for you. I've been really filming a lot, trying to get a lot of content out, and I'm just having so much fun with it. So this look today is going to be like a really dewy winter glam kind of look with the brown smoky eyes. So if you're interested in seeing how I get that look, then stay tuned. Okay, for my eyebrows, I'm just going to start off doing like the same thing that I normally do when I'm doing my eyebrows. So I'm using the NYX eyebrow gel in the color Espresso, and I'm just going to fill my eyebrows in like normal. I'm doing short hair-like strokes so I can get the most natural look. Some of my matte concealer, and as you can see, it's been used and abused really, but I'm going to take these two shades right here. I believe this is NC45 and this is NW45. I'm going to mix these two shades together to get a good highlight shade for my brows. Too fast, but when they do grow, they grow in all kinds of crazy. Next, to act as a base for my eyeshadows, I'm just going to be using a cream concealer that's a little bit lighter than my skin tone. And just for specifics, I'm using NYX's Gotcha Covered Full Coverage Concealer. And I'm just going to take a little bit on a brush. Then I'm just going to take my finger and blend that all the way out. Alright, then after I've applied that concealer, I'm just going to set that with some Sacha buttercup powder or any kind of translucent powder that you would like to use. I just like to do that because it helps the concealer to keep from creasing, and it makes just a smoother kind of palette for your eyeshadow colors. So I'm just going to take that powder on a fluffy shader brush, and I'm just using that to set everywhere that I put that concealer. Same thing with this eye. First, for my eyeshadow colors, I'm going to go in with my most used transition shade, and that is the shade Peanut Butter from the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. It's just a perfect shade to help your other eyeshadows blend really nicely into your skin. It's a barely there shade, but I'm telling you, transition colors, they can do the trick in making your eyeshadow look really, really blended and put together. Just gonna blend that out in a nice windshield wiper motion. Okay, for my first crease color, I'm going to be using that same semi-sweet chocolate bar palette, and I'm going to and I'm going to be switching over to the shade right above peanut butter, and this is called Truffled. I'm going to take this on a medium-sized crease brush, and I'm just going to take that and begin to work that into my crease. When you're doing eyeshadow looks like this, you want to start off with a light hand and not so much product, so that way it can be easier to blend in. If you start off with a heavy hand or too much product on your brush, you can end up with a big blob, and it's going to be really hard to blend out. Out that first crease color really well. I'm going to move to my Morphe 35O palette, which I love, and I'm going to take this this medium brown shade right here. And I'm going to take this on the same brush that I just used to put that truffle in my crease. This shade is just a little bit darker and can just help add on to the gradient effect in the crease that we want. Next, for my lid color, first I'm going to start off by applying NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean. For now, this is fine. I'll blend out those harsh lines in just a moment. Black primer on my lids, I'm just going to take that same crease brush that I used, no extra product on it, and I'm just going to blend out the edges. Okay, for my lid color, I'm going to stick with that Morphe 35O palette, and I'm going to use this the darkest brown shade that they have in the palette right here. And I'm just going to take that on a Eco Tools eyeshadow brush, and using that black base and this cool toned brown eyeshadow just gives it a really, really nice smoky effect. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do my wing liner off camera, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I did my wing liner. Next, I'm going to add some falsies. I'm going to be using the Vegas Nay Grand Glamour stripped eyelashes. I've been using these for a little bit now, and I can definitely say I do reach for these a lot when I'm going out and I just want something that's glam but natural at the same time. So off camera, I applied my lashes. I did some black eyeliner in my waterline, and I put a little bit of mascara. So that's all I'm going to do for my eyes right now. But next I'm going to move on to foundation. I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and I'm going to be mixing that in with a little bit of NYX's Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. Then I'm just going to get a little mixing utensil and mix that all together. If you're wondering why I, instead of mixing this liquid illuminator with the matte and poreless, if you're wondering why I just don't get the dewy and smooth version, I do have that version, but I don't know, I feel like the color is a little bit too dark, even though these are the same shades. So I'm just going to take what's on my little mixer and dot that all over my face. Alright, once that's on my face, I'm going to be taking my favorite foundation brush to blend my foundations with. I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm just going to pat that into my skin. And even though my hair is long right now, I always put my foundation on my ears, just because. Just gonna go in with another layer of the foundation and blend that out as well. Alright, for my concealer, I'm going to be using two actually. I'm going to be using my NYX HD concealer and my MAC Prep and Prime and Peach Luster. And I normally don't use this Peach Luster concealer. It's just that today I want to go for a really dewy look. So I'm putting that in all the points that I want to highlight. And then following that up with some of the NYX HD concealer for more coverage. And after that's on my face, I'm just going to take a damp beauty blender and blend that all out. All of my highlighting concealer, I'm then going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, and I'm going to take this middle darkest shade in Espresso, and I'm going to use this to contour. I'm going to set my under eye concealer in all the places that I highlighted. I don't want this to be too matte of a look, so I'm not going to bake for long, but I am using my Sacha Buttercup powder to set all of that with. Like I said, I'm not going to leave this on for long. Just maybe about, maybe a minute. Alright, now that I've let that set for about a minute, I'm going to take this flat top brush from e.l.f. and I'm just going to dust away all that excess powder. And you want to make sure you get it all too, because this is where that ashiness comes in. This is how you get that ashiness that we do not want. I'm going to go back over that cream contour that I did with just a little bit of contour powder. And I'm just going to use that and blend it all out. Okay, for blush today, since the rest of my look is going to be pretty neutral, I wanted to do kind of a color on my cheeks. Not too much color, but I'm going to be using this Nicka K Blush Duo, and the camera really doesn't know justice. These are two very vibrant orange shades, and I just love to use them. They look really good on dark skin. They look as natural as can possibly get for blush, and I think they complement a lot of makeup looks. And And I'm going to take the less vibrant orange because these are very pigmented. And I'm just going to pop that on my cheeks. And before I apply it to this side, you can see that on this side, my cheeks and my face just looks more warm. It's got more color in it. It looks more healthy. And this side, you can just tell the difference. Like this orange blush though. Alright, now for my lips, I'm just going to take this regular brown 99-cent Wet n Wild eyeliner. And I'm going to use that to line my lips. And for my first lip color, I'm going to be using NYX Liquid Lingerie in the shade Beauty Mark. Before this dries, I'm going to add a different shade to the center of my lips just to kind of give them a three-dimensional kind of look. I'm going to take another NYX Liquid Lingerie lipstick, and this is in the shade Honeymoon, and I'm just going to pop this right in the center. I'm just going to blend that out. Alright, now back to my eyes. I'm just going to be using those same colors that I used in my crease. And I'm just going to be taking those underneath my... I'm going to take those on the bottom half of my eye. For my highlighter, I'm going to be using my Sonia Kashuk Goddess Bronzer and this fan brush that I got from Morphe. And I'm just going to pop that on the highest points of my cheekbones. Since this is a dewy look, I feel the need to be extra, you know? We can't call this a dewy look without a lot of highlighter. At least that's what I think. Apply that to the bridge of my nose. For setting spray, I'm going to be using my Pixie Glow Mist. I thought it was so appropriate for the tutorial. I missed my whole face. Ooh. Oh my god. And then finally, I'm going to be placing my favorite lip gloss on top of this lip look. And this is NYX's Fortune Cookie lip gloss, which I just bought another tube, and that would make my 8th tube, I believe. Make sure you ain't got no lipstick on your teeth, girl. I don't care how popping your highlight is. If you got lipstick on your teeth, it's pretty much over. Alright, so this is the finished look. I turn to this look a lot of times when I'm going out. It's just simple, it's easy, and it's super glam.